Hello dear children, welcome back to the knowledge series by Amit Publishing House. I am Vandana and we are doing part 7. This is the cover page of your book. Let's click a trendy way to learn computers. Today we are going to do a new chapter and the name of the chapter is More on HTML5 and CSS and this is chapter 7 of your book. So we have already learned about HTML and CSS in our previous class. Now today we are going to learn some more topics under this HTML and CSS. In this chapter we are going to learn about HTML elements, text properties, font properties, setting margins, setting borders. So let's begin with the chapter. HTML elements. There are some basic HTML elements that you will need to use frequently. Let us understand them one by one. We will use CSS to style these HTML elements. So HTML elements को style up करने के लिए we are going to use CSS here. First comes the paragraph. Any text containing more than a few lines should be given inside the paragraph tag. So कोई भी चीज, कोई भी लाइन, जिसमें कोई भी टेक्स्ट जिसमें बहुत सारी लाइंस हैं, for that we are going to use paragraph tag and we use this tag to display the text in the form of paragraph. To mark the end of the paragraph, we use this closing tag. So this is the opening tag and this is the closing tag of this paragraph. Now the syntax that we are going to use is this opening tag. And here this dotted line means the paragraph is written here. In dotted lines का मतलब है यहाँ पे हमें paragraph लिखना है. And after completing the paragraph, we are going to use this closing tag. Next comes the horizontal rule. The HR, short form of horizontal rule, is HR. The HR tag is used to insert a straight horizontal line. So text के बीच में हमें एक horizontal line draw करनी है. So for that we use this horizontal tag and it is used as a separator between blocks of text. It is an empty dash. So ये as a separator use करता है between the blocks of text. The syntax for HR is, this is the syntax and it does not require a closing tag because so it is called an empty tag. Next is text properties. All elements have various properties. For example, text, font, margin, etc. All these properties have default values. These values can be changed by the person writing the code. Text properties provide you with various text formatting options and that helps you style text in the web page. So text properties क्या होती हैं? जो भी elements होते हैं हमारे text में related to font, margin या इससे related बाकी चीजें वो सारे इसमें आते हैं text properties में and all the properties have default values. सारी properties जो होती हैं उनकी एक specified default value होती है. These value can be changed by the person writing the code. So जो भी code लिख रहा है वो person उस values को change कर सकता है. The text properties provided with various text formatting options. So यहाँ पे text properties में we can get various text formatting options and styling options also. So various text properties are as follows. Here the properties are written, then the description is there, their values are here and the examples are given. So first property of the text property is color. Specifies the foreground color of the text. Text का color define करता है and the syntax is color colon value. So इसका syntax ये है, ये हमें write down करना है. Next is values, color name, hexadecimal, color value and RGB color values. These are the values. Next the example is given in front of us. Color can be red and color can be according to the given examples. Next is text align, specifies the horizontal alignment of text or blocks of text. So by using this text alignment we can align the text horizontal and the text can be aligned in the left, in the right in the center, or it can be justified means it can spread evenly on the page. Text align justify is the example given here. Next is line height. Specifies the distance between two lines. So दो lines के बीच में distance को line height जो है specify करता है, and the syntax is here. And in this the values are normal is the default value here. Number, a number that will be multiplied with the current font size to set the line height. So जो भी current font size है उसके साथ multiply with the number for defining the line height पता चलती है उससे. Next, length कैसे पता चलेगी? Length भी से पता चलती है. Fixed line height in px, pt and centimeter will be given here. Percentage value will be given of the line height. And here it's the example of line height. Next is text decoration. It specifies the decoration that is added to the text. Underlining, line through, etc. So these are the options. These are the properties. And by using this text decoration, we can do the given things. We can decorate the text, and text underlining can be done here. So here are the values. None is the default value here. Underline defines a line below the text. Text के below line है, so that it will underline. Overline, it defines the line above the text. So text के ऊपर वाली line की बात करेंगे तो हम overline use करेंगे. And line through defines the line through the text. So text के through, text के बीच में से एक line जानी है तो हम line through option use करेंगे. Here is the example given. Next is text shadow. It specifies the list of shadow effects to be applied in the text, and the syntax of the text shadow is H value V shadow color, and the H shadow specifies the position of the horizontal shadow, and V shadow specifies the position of the vertical shadow. So this is the purpose of text shadow, and the value is none here, color name and color value. Here is the example given here for the text shadow. Now text transform. It controls the capitalization of text. So capital में लिखना है, small में लिखना है, ये किससे पता चलेगा? By text transformation. And the syntax is given here. We have to enter this syntax for working with it. And the default, the text appears. The none is the default. Text value here. Capitalize the first character of each word in uppercase. So जो भी word हम लिखेंगे उसका first word capital हो जाएगा by using this text transformation. So what we are this here the example is given. Text transformation में हमने uppercase use किया है. Next is again uppercase. All characters are in the uppercase and lowercase. All characters in the lowercase. So मैंने अभी आपको बताया था कि by using this we can change it in both the ways. Next is word breaks. It specifies the line breaking rules. So ये जो line बताता है और rules को for breaking the rules it is made, and the syntax is text decoration value, and here the value is normal. Word will break according to their usual rule. जो भी रूल लगाया उसके अकॉर्डिंग वर्ड्स ब्रेक हो जाएंगे. ब्रेक ऑन, द लाइन विल ब्रेक एट एनी कैरेक्टर. तो लाइन कभी भी ब्रेक हो जाएगी किसी भी कैरेक्टर पे. एंड कीप ऑल द लाइन्स विल ब्रेक एट हाइफन. तो जहाँ पे भी हाइफन लगा है वहाँ पे लाइन जो है ब्रेक हो जाएगी. वर्ड ब्रेक, ब्रेक ऑन is one of the example given from here. Now we have to type the following HTML code in the notepad and observe the result. So first we have to start with HTML. The opening tag is here, then head, we are writing the heading. Then we are writing the title, opening tag and closing tag of title, and in between we have written text properties. Then we have written this, we have applied here CSS. Now we are writing the body color should be red, text decoration should be there, and underline is inserted there. Now paragraph should be like this as entered here. Now we are closing the style tag, closing the head. Now body, And here one thing that we have to do, here we have to write this is to be done, and here we are closing the body. After that we are closing this. Now we have typed the given paragraph, and after typing the paragraph we are closing the body. Here in the previous page we did not have to do that, and here we are doing closing the HTML after typing the paragraph. Here paragraph is opening and the paragraph is closing here. So after typing all this HTML codes, we can see that both the paragraphs are written here the way we have written here in this box. Next is font properties. Font properties facilitates the setting and appearance of individual characters in the line of text. Let us discuss various font properties. So here the properties are given, the description of the properties given here, values and examples. First comes the font. It specifies all the font properties in one declaration. So font की जो भी properties है उसको वो एक ही declaration में कर देता है. And the value is font style, font size and font family. Example is font, it should be in italics, and the size is given here, and what font we are applying, that is written here. Next is font family. It specifies a list of font names. So whatever font names are here, it displays all those names here. Now font names will come here, and the example is font family, and we are using Arial here. Arial is a font style. Next is font size. It specifies the size of the font. So in which font we are going to write, it specifies that there are many fonts given here. We can choose from this, and these are the values given. Now in the example we can see font size. Large we have selected, font size we have selected 17px and 14p2. So these are the font size. Now font style specifies the style of the font. So the style can be normal, italic or oblique, and few examples are given here. Again we are going to type an HTML code in our notepad. We have started from HTML, then we have opened a head. Now we have written the title, we have closed the head, we have closed the style also, opened the body and typed the given paragraph. Here we can see different fonts are here in this. Different font, different style and different font size. Everything can be seen here. By applying all this, by typing this, the desired result that is given here, this will be the result after typing this. So this is typed again and again, and the result that we got in the previous page, that will be the result. Next, setting margin. How can we set margin? The margin properties are used to set the margin for an HTML element. Properties, description, values and examples. Margin, it sets all the margins properties in one declaration, and the value is margin bottom, margin left, margin right, or margin top. Wherever we want the margin, that can be inserted. Now here example is given. We are inserting the margin. Next is margin bottom, and all these things that are written here, that are explained here, bottom will give us the margin will be inserted in the bottom, and the value is length, default value is 0px. Next comes margin left, sets the margin of an element in px, pt and centimeter, etc. And the margin comes to the left. Now the length and the default value is OPX. Margin to the left is 3 cm. Next is margin right. It sets the right margin to an element in px, pt and centimeter, and length default value 0px, and we have set the margin to 5px. Margin top, we have set the top margin, and the elements are in px, pp and centimeter, etc. Length default value is 0px. and the top margin is of 10 px. So these are the examples. If you write the margin properties as margin 15 px or 20 px, then top and bottom margin are 15 px, left and right margin are 20 px. If you specify the margin properties as margin 20 px, it means that all the four margins will be set to 20 px. So here it is written, children, that जब भी हम मार्जिन की प्रॉपर्टीज को सेट कर देते हैं, अगर हमने 15 px लिख दिया और 20 px लिखा है, तो इसका मतलब जो ऊपर की जो मार्जिन है मींस जो स्पेस छूटेगी, जो नीचे की जो स्पेस छूटेगी वो 15 px छूटेगी, और जो राइट की और लेफ्ट की जो स्पेस छूटेगी वो 20 px छूटेगी. बट अगर हमने सिर्फ 20 px लिखा है तो ऊपर हो या नीचे हो या दोनों साइड्स हो, सब जगह इक्वली वो स्पेस छूटेगी. जैसे कि आप देख सकते हो मेरी स्लाइड है, हियर दिस इज द मार्जिन, दिस एरिया इज द मार्जिन, this area is the margin and this area is the margin. So these are the margins. Now setting borders. How can we set borders? CSS allows you to set styles of the borders of any HTML element. You can set the border width, border style and border color here also. These all things can be set in the setting borders option. Properties are given here. Now description, values and examples. For setting the border, set all the border properties in one declaration by using this command, by using this property, and the values are border width, border style and the border color will be changed. Border, here example is given, it should be border width should be solid, style should be 3 px and the color should be green. Now next is border width. It specifies the width of the border, thin, medium, thick, length, etc. These things are in this, and here the example is given. Next is border style. It specifies the style of the border. Whatever style we want to insert the border, it can be none, dotted, dashed, solid, double, groove, ridge, inside, inset or outset. And the example is given here. We have applied this. From these, next is border color, specifies the color of the border. So by this we can change the color of the border, color name and the value is given here. And we have applied the same here. Now we have to remember that you should specify the border style properties before the border color property. So style पहले लिखना है, color बाद में लिखना है. As an element must have a border before you change the color. So हमें जो है पहले border style होना चाहिए तभी हम उसका color change करेंगे. So following is the HTML code for Notepad and the results are given on the next page. So we have to type this in the Notepad, and after typing this, what will happen? This can be seen. So in each of the lines that we have written, we have applied a different border style and border color. So we can see there are different border styles and colors given here. So these all are the commands to be written in a notepad for changing the border style and color and various things related to the border. Now children, let's quickly come to the recall time. Any text containing more than a few lines should be given inside the paragraph tag, and we must use the P tag to display text in the form of paragraph. To mark the end of the paragraph, we have to use this closing tag. The HR tag is used to insert a straight horizontal line, and it is used to separate between blocks of text. It is an empty tag. The text properties provide you with various text formatting options that helps you style text in a web page. Font properties facilitates the settings and appearance of individual characters in the line of text, and the margin properties are used to set the margin for an HTML element. So children, let's quickly come to the book exercise. that is given here. So the first question is, which of the following property controls the capitalization of text? So for capitalizing the text, we use the text transform. Next question is, which of the following values cannot be assigned to the text align properties? So for the text align property, we can use cannot be assigned to the text align property. Yes, left is there, justify is there, top is not in the option. So next question is, the default value of line height property is, so the default value is normal. The default value of text decoration property is, so here the default value is none. The default value of font size property is medium. Next exercise, fill in the blanks. Okay, children. For first question is, property specifies the foreground color of the text. So the correct answer is color property. Next is, dash specifies the horizontal alignment of text or block of text. So text alignment is used here. Next is, dash property specifies the decoration that are added to the text, underlining, line through, and etc. So it is text decoration. Text decoration. By using this, we can do these decorations in our text. Fourth one is, properties specifies the line breaking rules. So which property specifies the line breaking rule? So word break is used here. Word break. Dash property specifies a list of font names. So font family is used here. So these were the fill-ups, children. Now let's come to the true and false quickly. P is an empty tag. False. Text shadows specifies a list of shadow effects to be applied in the text. Yes, this is true. Word break specifies the line breaking rules. True. Border width specifies the width of the border. Yes, this is also true. And the fifth one is, font property specifies all the font properties in one declaration. This is also true. So here the first one is false and rest all are true. Now quickly come to the question and answers. What is the use of P and HR tags? So here the P tag is used for paragraph and the H and it is what it displays. It displays this P tag is used for writing down the paragraph if it is of more than one line. Next, and these are straight and the lines can be many lines can be inserted. We have to we have to use this closing for this P. And next is this HR tag. It is an empty tag and it is used for writing down the headings. Next is, what value can be assigned in the text transform property. So in the text transform property, there are the values can be assigned like none, capitalize, uppercase and lowercase. So these are the four values that can be assigned in the text transform property. Now explain any three text properties. So the three text properties are color, highlight and text align. So with the use of color, we can change the color of the text. Next is highlight. By using the highlight feature, we can highlight the specific points. And by using the text align feature, we can align the text to the left, right, center or the justify. So these are the three text properties. What is the use of font family and font style property? So font family, by this we have also done in our Philips. Font family, by this we can insert many new things in this. Many fonts can be inserted in this font family, and in the font style, by using this font style, we can change the style of the font that we have used. Next, what is the purpose of the margin property? And explain it with an example. So the margin property is used to insert the margin in our text, and that we are writing in the HTML. We can insert the margin here by using this margin property, and it can be inserted on the four directions, on the left, right, top and bottom. So this is our margin property. So children, this was a chapter. We have learned many more new things about HTML and CSS in this chapter. I request you to please follow all the steps that we have learned here, and you have to complete all those things. You have to practice everything so that it gives you a good command on HTML and CSS. So this was all for today. I'll be waiting for you in the next class. Till then, stay living. Thank you.